everybody, this is Skogri with MyCustomXbox, and just want to give you a little glimpse of what's coming up. We're going to be doing a messenger kit in the near future here, showing you how to customize that. And we got our hands on a handy dandy, I know very few people actually have these, but an HD DVD player. We're going to go through how to disassemble that and take care of that. But today, for your viewing enjoyment, I'm going to get rid of my Glock mat that I love so much, because I'm dealing with something black and it's going to be hard to see. But lately, the most requested thing that I've been getting questions about is how to break the sync button. Now, I've tried to figure out a good way to shoot this with the video, and honestly I don't know how. And the white one disappears, the black one disappears. It's just really hard to see. So I'm just going to stick with the black one here. And there's a couple things you're going to want to do this. Alright, the first one is I like to use a dental pick. It could be a straight one, it could be a curved one like this. Very easy to get in there. Sometimes your handy dandy flathead mini screwdriver is great. And in order to fix it, you're going to want this. It's called Quick Fix Super Glue. Now, I purchased this one back in January. We do a lot of controllers around here, and I still haven't gotten to the second one because you don't need very much super glue at all. The reason I like this one, and I found this at Michael's, I know you guys will ask that, is because when you pull this sucker out, you've got all this, and it comes with this nice applicator, which is really small and has this fine point, and makes it incredibly nice to get the sync button put back in. So, there you go. There's all the parts that you're going to need. So we're going to break this thing, and this shouldn't take very long. Now, you probably can't see, but I'm trying to do it here. Check out the HD version, maybe you can see it in there. There's a little round spot, or a weld, and it's a plastic weld in here. It's tucked back, so we have the sync button. Now, the important part of that is that's actually what creates the spring on the sync button. So if you break it and you don't glue it back, you're not going to get that spring motion working anymore. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and I know this gets kind of blurry, and I apologize. Let me pull my light over here and try and shine a little more light on the area. Okay, here we go. Hopefully you guys can see that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and right where the button is, we're going to go right into that little crevice right by it. Okay? And I'm just going to lift up here. Do not stab your finger, because I have done that plenty of times. Now on this one, so now I've pried it open, and I'm going to go with the second one here. I don't know what happened to my good one. I have two ones I like to use. These are my backups. So I'm going to pry through the back here also. And the whole point is you want to get as close. Now you can see that the button's almost out. Hopefully you can see that. The button's almost coming out. And, whoop, pop. It just came right off. Hopefully you can see in there. I'm trying to look in the viewfinder and this white piece right here, that's where the weld just popped. Now if you do it perfect, like I just did, you're still going to have a piece of that sticking up. That's great, because when you go to put that sync button back in, you now have, in fact, this one's pretty good. I don't think the camera's going to pick it up, but there's actually a divot in this sync button where I'm going to be able to place it back in. If you're really, really good, and it has to be a lot of luck, it'll pop straight off, weld and everything, and you actually just put it back in. You almost don't even need super glue. But this thing, when I put it back in, what I'll do is I'll take the super glue and I'll dab it on just that tip, and you don't need very much. Just dab it on that little piece, and then you're going to take this while it's still wet, and you want to hurry and get it in there. You want to make sure the sync button is looking through. Then come back over and just take your piece and push down. I'm not going to do that right now because then I kind of have to break it again, and I don't want to. But when you push down, you'll feel it lock into place. And, you know, super glue only takes a matter of seconds to dry once you have it connected. So that is the tutorial on how to break a sync button and put it back together. This is Skogri. I know I told you but we'd be doing rapid fire next, but unfortunately we are just swamped with controllers. Trying to get them out before the MLG Columbus and stuff. So we are going to probably postpone that till June to do the rapid fire. and I apologize for that because I know you're all going to be mad at me. But hopefully you'll be happy because everybody keeps asking for the sync button. Talk to you later. Skogri out. You know, there's one more point that I want to make, and I apologize for telling you I'm going away and then coming back. The other point I want to make is the whole point of breaking the sync button off is so that we can mask around the outside of this. Alright? If you don't do that, you might as well have not broken it off. So you have to get a little piece of tape, take your X-Acto knife, like I've said, cut off a real thin sliver, and wrap it around that. When you paint the sync button, all you want to paint is the top. That's it. Okay? So prep it like you prep everything else. I usually like to scuff it a little bit, tape, shoot a little bit of adhesion promoter on there. It doesn't take 3 coats of adhesion promoter on a sync button, okay? So just, you know, spray a little adhesion, shoot the paint on there, you're good to go. As far as this goes, as long as you're not clear coating the heck out of this piece, you don't have to mask this off. If you just leave one of these blank, it'll move just fine. Like I mean, if you mask this one off, this one should still let you operate just fine. If you want to be overly protective, you can stick some masking tape in there, but it's not super necessary. Anyway, this time for real. Skogri out. Thanks.